Hello and welcome to Stampin' by Hannah. Today I have this card for you. I'm going to do a slight variation on this, but it is the kind of inked embossing technique that I'm going to show you today. So, shall we get started? This one is in Delightful Dijon, but today I thought I would use Pear Pizzazz. So I've got a piece of Pear Pizzazz A4 cardstock cut in half long ways, and two pieces of Whisper White. I've got my Pear Pizzazz ink pad. I have an embossing folder. This one is the large polka dot. This one here was the decorative dots, but I thought I would change it up a little bit. I've also got the Crazy About You stamp set and two punches. I've got the flower medallion and my 1 1/4 inch circle punch and my big shot, but I will bring that in a minute. So I'll move that card out of the way. First of all, we need one of our pieces of Whisper White and our embossing folder. And if you look at your embossing folder, there is two sides to your embossing folder. There's one that's got the image raised, and there's one that's got it kind of sunken into the plastic. If you ink the raised side, the ink will go down into the holes when you emboss it. If you ink the raised this side where your dots are kind of sunk, your dots will be still white, but the outside will be inked. So it's really just personal preference. I am going to ink the dotted side, and this is careful with this, because as you can see on this one, I've got ink kind of all over the place. So there's several ways of doing it. You can just smush your ink pad down. You could also use your sponge, or maybe a sponge dauber to ink the embossing folder, but I find that works quite well. I've got a little bit of ink around, but I'm not too worried about it. We're going to lay our cardstock down and close our embossing folder, and then we're going to bring in our big shot and sandwich it as you would normally with an embossing folder. So I've got my base plate, my two acrylic plates, and I'm going to put my embossing folder with that cardstock in between those two clear plates, and run it through. Oh, it would be good if I ran it through all the way through my big shot, wouldn't it? And run it through your big shot. So let's get that big shot out of the way. I take it out from between my clear plates. Still need some new ones. They've just not crept to the top of my list yet. Open up your embossing folder, and now you will see I have got ink, and I only did quite light inking. If you used a sponge dauber or something kind of more, or you applied more pressure, you would get more ink on. But I quite like that look, quite like that effect. So now I'm going to bring in my other sheet of Whisper White, and I've got the Crazy About You stamp set, and I'm going to use the flower medallion from one packet and the word thanks, when I can find it, from the other. And didn't get my clear blocks out, that's bad, isn't it? So just mount my stamps up, and we're going to stamp with our Pear Pizzazz ink again, straight onto our piece of Whisper White. That one, and there. And I don't mind that thanks is quite wobbly. I'll sort that out in a minute. I'm going to take our flower medallion punch and punch out that great big flower. Get it lined up like that, and the 1 1/4 inch punch just around that thanks. And now we can assemble our card. So I've got my piece of Pear Pizzazz and I'm going to fold it in half, long ways, and burnish with my bone folder. I've got my embossed piece first that I'm going to put some snail on the back of, and then that straight down onto the front of my card as my mat. And then I've got some Stampin' Dimensionals here, one on the back of the thanks and one on the back of the flower medallion. That flower down onto the front, pop another dimension on there because I've got it a bit wonky, and then that thanks onto there, and that is ink and embossing folders. Thanks very much for watching. Go ahead and give me a great big thumbs up, go over and like my Facebook page and check out my blog. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.